People across California say their inflation relief debit cards are drained of money. Welcome back. I'm Jesse Pagan in for Carla Chiquetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. 8 million cards have been issued so far, and more will be sent out until the middle of next month. Our political reporter Morgan Reiner has more tonight on claims that money is vanishing off existing debit cards.
It was the beginning of 2022 when Governor Gavin Newsom first said that he wanted to do a tax refund. After much negotiating with lawmakers, this is the agreement they came up with, either direct deposits or debit cards. And now some Californians are telling us their money is disappearing.
Roxanne Martinez and her husband got $700 on a debit card. The first thing the Crows Landing couple did, paid for their car registration with the DMV.
And I went to use it again, and it got denied at 2 different places.
The remaining $500 gone.
You're supposed to only be able to use a PIN. They used mine without a PIN. They used it without it even being out of my possession.
Marianne Gonerman received $350 from the state on her debit card. She used it to buy a quick lunch at work.
I logged in and I saw that it had $5 left on it. I was like,
Her dad, who lives in Point Loma, used to be the chief financial officer for a local bank.
I suspect somebody basically invaded the card issuer, because to use a debit card, you need to have a PIN number. And so somehow they've got the PIN number registered.
Marianne likened California to that sad relative.
it like keeps getting in trouble. And you're like, why did you do this to yourself? You know, like you knew that person wasn't trustworthy, but you still gave them, you know, a contract to do this.
Republican Assemblymember Jim Patterson represents Fresno, said his constituents have been contacting his office with similar issues.
Unfortunately, when we try to reach the franchise tax board, and then when we try to reach the vendor, the money network, we are not even getting responses. If I can't reach them, my goodness, our constituents are going to have a hard time reaching them.
As the vice chair of the Oversight Committee, he is comparing this to how the state handled the unemployment fraud.
Here we go again. You know, it is almost like their business plan includes the acceptance of a certain amount of fraud.
I reached out to the Franchise Tax Board to ask questions like, how many people is this happening to? If it keeps happening, does the card issuer face any consequences? And if this does happen to someone, what should they do? I know from talking to people today that they found a form online that they submitted, so hopefully they will get a new debit card soon. But as of right now, I have not heard back.